Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Today is going to be a makeup declutter, and I tend to do these seasonally. I've done a spring, a fall one, and this is going to be my winter one. So this is just a bunch of products that I will be passing on to friends and family. None of this will be going in the trash. All of this will be going to some of my friends, possibly coworkers, and definitely my family as well. Some of the products I did receive in friend mail, and they said it was okay to pass them on if I didn't want them. So I am going to be giving these products some homes, just not my own. So I'm really excited to show you what I'm decluttering and then also pass these on to my friends and family. So I have some brushes here. There's 8 of them. No, 9, I believe. So this one's from Wet n Wild. I think it's like a smudger brush. This one is also a smudger brush, but this is from Morphe. I just prefer something with an angle to it, like an angled brush to smudge under my lower lash line because I have such small eyes that I need things to be a little bit more precise. So these will be going to friends and family. This is a Real Techniques angled brush, speaking of that, but I also have a bunch of other angled brushes. This is kind of like a Miscellaneous. I think it's like a Real Techniques knockoff, kind of maybe deluxe shadow brush. I'm not really sure. And again, my eyes are a little bit too small for this. This was my brush, and this was a little e.l.f. smudger brush. It is called the e.l.f. Eye Crease Brush, but this is more of like a definer brush, so I'm going to be passing this on. This is another angled brush. This is kind of like a big shadow brush. Another smudger brush, and then this is a duo brush from It Cosmetics. It has some shadow on it, so I'll have to clean that off, but it has a blending brush and then a kind of more precise blending brush, or you can use it as an all-over shadow brush. These brushes are just a little bit too big for my eyes, and I have very small eyes. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but I do. Next, I have some eyeshadows that I depotted. So I have 2 from the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette. I really regret depotting that palette because these shadows are so extremely soft that they just crack so easily, and that's why I'm going to get rid of them because I'm just so sick of them cracking all over my Z palette. This is a kind of rose gold color, and I didn't even hit pan on it. That's just how much it's been cracking. And then I'm getting rid of this light white gold kind of color, and it's really pretty, but again, it just keeps cracking and getting everywhere. This one's worse, but I'm just gonna get rid of them. And then this one is one from Wet n Wild, and it is kind of like a mauve color, and I'm just gonna get rid of it because I don't use this color. I tried to use it as a blush, but it's just kind of okay, and I have something similar I can use as a blush for this color, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I have a few Colourpop eyeshadows. I just don't use some of these kind of colors all the time, so I don't want them sitting here and going bad. This one is in Rumor Has It Intoxicate. It is a nice warm brown shade, and it is a matte color. This one is in Shark Attack. It is a beautiful kind of peachy rose gold shade. That's what Shark Attack looks like. And I do have swatches on my hand that I will show you after I show you these because my ring light doesn't always focus on everything all the time. So this one is Mittens. This is a kind of dark purpley brown shade, super pretty. And then the last one is Moonshine, and this is a gorgeous, glittery, sparkly brown shade. It is a dark brown with some gold glitter in it, so hopefully it'll pick up on camera. And then here are the swatches right here. So this one is Mittens, the top one is Shark Attack, Moonshine, and Rumor Has It Intoxicate. So there's a look at the swatches. I have a friend who really loves Colourpop, so I'll probably just pass them on to her. I have an Urban Decay eyeshadow in X, and that's what it looks like. It is very similar to one of the Lorac eyeshadows that I showed. I just don't wear this type of color all the time. If anything, I'll wear it as a highlight, but even then I don't do that often, so I'm going to pass it on to someone who would love it. Really pretty rose gold shade, and it kind of has an iridescence to it. That's what it looks like on my finger. And swatched out, it is really pretty. I just don't get a ton of use out of it, which is very upsetting because I don't want it sitting around and not getting loved. So that's what this color looks like. I have these glittery eyeshadows from Makeup Forever and Urban Decay, and the one is a pink glitter. The other one is kind of like a purple shimmery color. Nisi did give me some Urban Decay ones that are like blues, so I took those ones and threw them in my Z palette, but I don't really wear pinks and purples all that often, so I'm sure someone else will get some use out of this. I just don't want them sitting and not being used in my stash. This one I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass on to my boyfriend's little sister because she just wears very, very light makeup when she does wear makeup. This is the Sweet and Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio, and I did get this for my Black Friday haul. And these are gorgeous eyeshadows. That's what they look like. And they're just not that pigmented, but they'd be good for someone who is just getting started because the shadows are really beautiful and they do blend really nicely. They're just not super pigmented, and you guys know I love my super pigmented eyeshadows. I'm an eyeshadow snob. I love them to be super pigmented, creamy, and blendable. These are very blendable, just not as pigmented as I'd like. I have this eyeliner called Mr. Right Now, but I don't want to swatch it. It is kind of like a goldy brown shade. It's matte though. I just don't wear colors like this, so this will be passed on. I have this Smoky Quartz ink eyeliner from Stila, and this is gorgeous. I just don't wear gel eyeliner that often, and I'm not sure if I'll get a ton of use out of this, so this will be passed on. This one is kind of disappointing to me just because the color doesn't work for me, but this is the Buxom White Russian Mini Lip Gloss. I just don't think the color looks that great on me, and I like the feeling of them. I know my boyfriend doesn't because he thinks it tingles too much. This is what the gloss looks like. And it just kind of looks like a clear gloss on me, and my lips don't have a ton of pigment and they're also not that big, so this doesn't really do a whole lot for my lips, but I know someone with bigger lips and more pigmented lips will absolutely love this because this is a really big favorite on YouTube. I have some cream eyeshadows, and two of these are from Bobbi Brown. They're deluxe size samples, and one's like a mid-tone brown and one is a darker brown. I just like eyeshadow bases to have a little bit of shimmer to it, so I will pass these on to some friends. This one is also matte, and it's in a color I don't wear. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Shadow in 4E, and it is a gray color. I am just so fair. I don't really wear kind of darker colors like this, so this will be going on to a friend as well. And unfortunately, I really liked this color, but it kind of creased on me. This is the Color Tattoo Eye Chrome in Gilded Rose, I believe. And this is beautiful. It's like a shimmery pink shade. It just creases on me, and it doesn't make my eyeshadows last. I haven't tried it alone, but I think it would still probably crease on me. I think if I didn't have hooded lids, it would be fine, but I do have hooded lids, so that's just not going to work for me. That's what it looks like. Super pretty and beautiful. I just have hooded lids, so it just doesn't work for me. A couple more things. This is an Edward Best eyeshadow in 07 Storm. That's what the color looks like. It's super pigmented and pretty, but I just don't wear colors as cool toned as this. It's like a gray taupe. And this is really beautiful. It'll be gorgeous for someone who just wants a light eye look for when they go to work or something. So I'm going to be passing this on, unfortunately, but the formula is beautiful. And then this is a Stila eyeshadow, and this is in Jezebel. And this is something that you could use in your crease, but I already have colors that are this similar, and I just don't need it to be sitting around. But the formula of Stila eyeshadows is awesome. That's what that looks like, so I will be passing that on to a friend. And then the final thing is this Essie nail polish, and this is in Starry Starry Night, and I know this is like a cult favorite on YouTube and it's really hard to find. I found this at Marshall's, but I think this is like the second formula that they made. It's supposed to be a super glittery nail polish, and it just looks black on my nails, and the shimmers aren't that impressive, so I'm just going to be passing this on because I know I won't wear it. And colors this dark always stain my nails, so I should have just stayed away from it. It is a really pretty color. It would be gorgeous on someone who is darker than me, that this wouldn't look so black on, but it just doesn't work that well for me, and it's not that impressive to me, so I will be passing this on. That was everything I'm decluttering at the moment. I'm really excited to pass these things on. Some of the colors just didn't work for me, and I have different preferences, so that's why these will be going to be passed on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Talk to you later. Bye.